post-editing Uncle Fezzy here. I want to make something perfectly clear. This is not an installation video, not even remotely. As a matter of fact, it's totally an unboxing video and me putting it together and bitching about it a little bit. But I really have nothing to complain about. GP Factor has fantastic instructions. The job itself, I'm gonna make a conclusion video of this, but this is not a job for somebody who isn't fully versed in doing this kind of work. This job was not for someone who, oh, I can change the oil in my car. No, this was not that way. And it's not GP Factor's fault. This is a combination of, this is a heavy job. There's a lot of stuff that you have to disassemble, and yeah, it was challenging, and it took me about 12 hours. And there's going to be another video, and thank goodness for everybody, I didn't record all of it, so it's just going to be 2 short videos of my thoughts on it. But everything's great. I have no issues with GP Factor. This is just a pretty extensive job. It's a very extensive job. That's it. Enjoy the rest of the video. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Hey kids, welcome back to Uncle Fezzy's INEOS Upgraders, also known as the body shop of bad decisions. Well, I got it. It's here. My GP Factor hidden winch. We're going to do an unboxing here real quick, and then I don't know if I want to put it on today. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is Wednesday, and quite frankly, it's been freezing fucking cold all morning. And that's why I shot the light video, which I'm going to shoot later, the rest of that. So what's in the box? Okay, so this should be the winch, center winch bar mount do-flicky thing. And then this is the winch in the box here. So let's open the box and see what's in it. We're actually gonna have to move some stuff around first. This fucking thing is heavy. It's a winch. It's supposed to be, right? Oh. So a little backstory here. I was originally going to go with an Owl upgraded bumper for the Grenadier, or for the Quartermaster. And not for nothing, I called Al and they said no. They want me to pay somebody to install it. Well, I'm sorry, Al, but fuck you. I'm not doing that. I'm a professional. I have 30 years of experience. I have $100,000 plus worth of tools. I have my own welders, my own plasma cutters, my own machine shop. I am more than capable of installing a bumper. They said no. I'm more than capable of building a fucking bumper. They said no. So, oh well, I went with GP Factor. I did make a one small concession with going with the GP Factor winch and bumper assembly, and it's that this winch is built specifically for the INEOS Quartermaster / Grenadier. Come up as an old winch. Apparently they've been around since 1975. I'm not sure where they're out of. Most likely they make them in fucking China. But I was also not going to spend $3,000 on a Warren or a Ramsey winch. Sorry, I'm just not spending that kind of coin on something that I use maybe 4 times a year and very rarely ever to recover myself with. So, what's in the box? First off, I have to point out that didn't come on it. That's me. That's the Black Dragon. The sign of Viri Mandi. I wanted to cover up my address. You never know what kind of freaks are out there on the internet. Alright, so let's open the box. Open the box! And I think we're gonna roll this thing down onto the table here. See if I can dent my table, because this thing is heavy. I'm expecting to see in this box, hopefully some instructions, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm fairly sure I could figure this out on my own. This room I don't need seatbelts or instructions, or directions. Yeah, looks like I may have been wrong here. The box is in relatively good condition. The winch box looks like it got drug across the floor and dropped at least once. And we'll find out what that looks like in a minute. Okay, a little piece of foam fell out. There is the winch. This is the winch mounting plate. The other reason I went with GP Factor is they put a pretty decent video up, and it looked like they knew what they were doing, kind of. And they're a local company. So I'm here. I live in southeastern Pennsylvania, Delaware County, Elko, born and bred. And this company's out of Ephrata, Pennsylvania, or Lidditz, or Lancaster County, basically. I was going to go and get it, and they offered to ship it. So, it's a box of important looking shit. It also came with a custom fair lead, which is kind of important. Oh, look at that sucker. Made in the USA, which is ironic since my truck was built in England, or France. GP Factor. I'm going to assume that it goes on. I don't know. We're going to find out how it goes together. Made in the USA. There we go. If I could have bought a winch that was manufactured in the United States for a reasonable price, I absolutely would have. Oh, it even has a serial number on it, which is kind of cool. Well, there it is, and that's upside down. She be beefy, and I like it. I like beefy. Oops. Let's see here. Box of hardware. We had a box of hardware here, or not a box, kind of a half-ass bag. Which is fine. Bags cost money. Oh, it had actually had a bag. I just cut it open. All right, there's hardware. Nice sealed bag hardware. Actually, looks like it might be stainless. This is not. This is just that yellow zinc chromate. Or CAD. It's not CAD. It's some other kind of thing. 2 carriage bolts. Everything's labeled. And it looks like it came with some thread locker, which we're going to use. A spacer. Spacers are always. But they look like they're pretty nice. Uh-oh. I think that little washer fell out of there. I'd have to go back and look through the video. Yep, that's fell out of the bag. Oh, I'm gonna do something. Yep, that's what fell out. That's what fell out. These things happen. It's not a joke. Every time I open something, I lose something. It could have been a lock washer that fell out too. It looks awful suspect though. Sounded awful suspect. Well, that's a little bit disturbing. That's not their fault, that's me. I cut the bag. I poked a hole in the bag. And I dropped the part. So it's not on them, that's on me. Oh, I'm full of angst already. I'm going to say that that's what it was. I'm going to go out on a limb there. I should also probably vacuum the floor in here. There's another one. That would make sense if it was two of them that fell out. Alright, I'm going to say it was those two. Because they're matching. Alright, I'm sure that's what that was. Sure enough, for the time being. I got plenty of hardware laying around here. It didn't look like it was anything special in those bags. This looks like some kind of reinforcement, polyplastic reinforcement or something or other. Looks like it's laser cut. Definitely laser cut. Piece of plastic. I don't know what this is for. And I haven't found the instructions yet. It's a little bit worrisome. Not totally. A little bit. It'd be nice to see a little instruction package in there. I'm going to move this out of the way and then we're going to take the winch out of the box. Sure as shit I'm going to trip over that. Alright. Uh-oh. It's got a warning label on it. It's got a warning label on it. Product can expose chemicals including chromium, which is known by the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects. How did I know that that was from California? Yes, I just kicked my chainsaw. Alright. To the box. There's instructions. We'll get to those in a minute. That's a pretty thick book. I have the most peculiar feeling it's not going to cover anything that I need it to cover. Well, I'm going to say this is a box full of electronics. I would be correct. This is a box full of electronic parts. This is supposed to all be custom made or custom designed for the INEOS Grenadier / Quartermaster. I keep saying Grenadier. My truck is actually a Quartermaster. It's what it is. That is a box full of electronics. Ooh, nice little rubberized elevator button. Nice pushy button. Big ass dooflicky. This is a remote. The smell of new plastic. Smells delicious. Put that there. Filler. Another box full of goodies. This might be hardware. Oh, this is probably more. This is more electronics. More electronics. Ooh, come up a winch pull thing, a hook. This is the Boss hook, which I'm probably just going to stick with. I was thinking about getting a Factor 55 hook, but you know, they're 150 bucks. Ooh, nice and red, very beefy looking. I'm sure I'll fuck it up. I trashed my other one. That's a quick release hook. The hook that was on my old winch was not. This is a cabled winch controller with a plug and another big ass hunk of ground cable. That's an interesting wired remote, and there should be a wireless remote in here also. And that is the wireless remote, which is a quarter of the size of the one that I used to have, which I just threw away yesterday. Cable in, cable out, wireless. Ooh, and it's got a little necklace thing too. Nice. To be honest, I like the smaller remote, I think. We'll find out how well it works, because I am a fan of remotes. Some people like them, some people don't. I like a remote. I like to be as far away as I can be. I also like to be able to control my cable if I have to. Now, to get this thing out, I think we're going to go in the other end of the box. Because that's the way it looks like that wants to come out of there. It's like unpacking a TV. Oh, that's the staple end. 30 years in business, and I stab myself with a staple every fucking time I open a box. Bob Koch, a friend of my father's, was a parts manager for years for General Motors. And one of the things that he taught me years ago is, whenever you're opening a parts box, always unfold, don't rip the box, always unfold the staples. Words to live by, Mr. Koch. Words to live by. And I always try to do that. You don't want to screw the next guy. If you have to send it back, but that happens. This is 80 pounds, by the way. Well, it looks pretty. So this is a feet forward. It should already be set up. I don't have to do anything. I bought a Smittybilt. I had to clock it. This should be ready to roll. I do believe that is the way it mounts on the truck. Just out of my own curiosity here, I'm going to assume, that is like that. Goes like that. Oh, she's tight. But it looks like that's the way it's going to go. All right. It is absolutely a tight fit. And that's okay, because I'd rather it be tight than sloppy. Even though I am a little bit of a fan of sloppy. Well, there we go. Let's look through here, see if there's any instructions. Otherwise, I'm going to have to, well, that is an interesting issue. I'm going to have to find out where the remote plugs in. Oh, the remote plug's in the front. Okay. All right. I'm going to go through the instructions here. I'm going to sit down, make myself another cup of coffee, smoke 15 more cigarettes. It looks like this is made in Taiwan, which I guess Taiwan is better than PRC. The winch is made in Taiwan, but the mount is made in the USA. And we have a new sticker. I don't have my winch readies up anymore. Huh. I had a winch ready. That was my other winch. Before I started collecting stickers. Oh, I got 2 stickers. Oh, we're only going to use one. I was kind of hoping... Oh, there's all kinds of shit in here. That's a drilling thing. All right, I'm gonna shut the camera off, and I got some figuring to do. Okay, kids. I decided I'm going to at least start to put this thing together because there's some assembly required, right? So I already kind of half-assed started. I went in and I dumped out my bolts and put my stainless steel bolts in a magnetic tray because we all know how well that works. So this mounts like this, which is a little... I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. So it comes with stainless hardware. There was some kind of shitty hardware in there that came with it. My assumption is it came from the factory that way. And nylock nuts, which I like. I like stainless hardware and I like nylock nuts. So we're going to put that in. I'm fairly sure that the washers that I picked up off the floor were the washers that were in this bag. So if not, they're 5mm stainless, which I just happen to have. Everything's pre-drilled, thank God. Because drilling through 1/4-inch plate steel is not fun, especially with a pistol drill. Sorry. You're going to have to put up with my hand being in the way. This is not a how-to video, just so everybody knows. This is just a, what I'm doing. So, it didn't come with any instructions. That doesn't shock me. Not at all. In this digital day and age, there's no real reason for instructions when everything's online. So, I downloaded the PDF. Really nice PDF, actually. What I'm installing is the wireless controller. Oh, you rad. What's funny is I was going to put a little piece of double-sided tape on this thing to hold it into place. I can't work backwards. Sorry, guys. That works better too. My fingers don't want to work today. Maybe because I froze them off this morning, putting those lights on my truck. The hardware is slippery too, so it either has oil on it or it's just slippery stainless hardware. So these are 3mm hex Allen heads. And then that's an 8mm wrench or socket. This is plastic, and it's kind of hanging in space a little bit. They tell you in the instructions very clearly that you only need to tighten it up till the nut or till the nylon. Oh, you know what? It doesn't need that, I don't think. Yeah, I already screwed up. That's why I was causing problems. Out of force of habit, I put a lock nut on there, or a lock washer. It doesn't need a lock washer, they're nylon nuts. Force of habit. That pissed me off. So, just getting a piece of double-sided tape on it. So I stuck a piece of double-sided tape on that. Ta-da! Should have came with that. Not for nothing, I don't necessarily want that control box pressed all the way up against the this anyway. The mount anyhow, that's bad. And that'll give it a tiny little bit of vibration dampening. Not really a significant amount, but some. And, oh, jackass. It's not going to fall out. It's not going to fall. I'll only put the bolts in, and it's not going to fight with me anymore. I actually fought with this for a couple seconds off camera before I turned the camera on because I figured it'd be amusing. It did not disappoint. And I lost the fucking nut. Shocking, right? I lost the nut. Actually, I didn't. I don't think I lost the nut. There it is, right there. Hiding behind my pack of cigarettes. There's the other nylock nut. All right. Now this is this housing is plastic, and quite frankly, I don't like that. That could be left that way. I'm going to leave it that way, I think. I mean, I double-sided taped it on, so if this, when this ear breaks off after 10 years or what have you, it looks like an antenna. it be a buzzer. That could be a buzzer. It's going to get taped out of the way. So I'm going to disconnect this one. This would be a great place for Deutsch connectors, by the way, if you're listening, GP Factor. This definitely wants to be Deutsch connectors, not these things. I might put a little bit of grease in there before I put this together. As a matter of fact, I think I have some dielectric grease, unless that's what's in this container, but I don't think so. Because once this is in, this is permanently mounted. I'm going to shut the camera off and do some looking around my shop here. I'm about 80% sure I have dielectric grease. And I am not putting this fitting, I'm not putting these connections together without it. No fucking way. Imagine that. In the Horde, I had dielectric grease. I shouldn't put that in there just yet. No big deal. But I can't, there's no way I'm going to trust that. And that is a one-time connection. You gotta be fucking kidding me. In a couple years in the business, you start to collect tools to take things apart that were never supposed to be taken apart without breaking them. That is what that is. All right, we're going to take it easy with the grease because dielectric grease is like dog shit. You get a little bit of on you. Get a little bit of it on you, and yeah, you're going to get it every fucking where. So this is the on-off button. There's two holes. I'm going to check the instructions. So this is the on-off button to power the winch on and off. Now it has two on-off features. You can on. I've already cut myself twice. Jesus Christ. It's got two on-off features. One is the one is inside the truck itself, because I am wiring this into the factory wiring switch, the factory wiring harness. And then there's another one that has this one here on the front. It's actually a good idea to always have the winch turned off. That should have a fucking spacer behind it too. And it looks to me like it's a little bit backwards. You should put this in first. This should have a washer behind it. A fairly substantial one, I should add. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to make one. All right, we're going to shut the camera off. 3D printer is going to come into play here. Okay, so I read the instructions, and I apologize. it does actually tell you to put dielectric grease on these ends in the instructions. I hadn't read that far, so of course I jumped the gun and got angry. Why wouldn't I? The other thing I had to do was take apart this this octopus of wires, because the wires all come attached going the wrong direction, so you have to flip all the wires around. That's just kind of, that's normal. It shows you exactly how to do it in the instructions. The instruction manual that is online, the PDF, the download PDF, is actually really, really, really good. And whilst I could have probably done this without the instructions, I'm going to say I'm kind of glad they were there. Because there is a couple weird things. This didn't work out as well as I wanted it to, but I said the hell with it. What I did do is I did make washers for both sides, but it just doesn't want to tighten up. Part of that's because the hole is round, and plugs like that or switches like that are square. With they're round with a square flat spot on them, and this doesn't have that. I made a washer to do that, and I broke it putting it together, and I said fuck it, because good enough for them is good enough for me. So I have to mount this thing. This project is not going to get done today. So I did read all the instructions from front to back twice. And from what I can see, this is absolutely going to take all day to do. It's late in the day. I'll put the majority of it together. I'm going to either have to call a friend, which I don't have any friends, or I'm going to have to get out the engine crane to move this thing, because these two pieces combined I cannot lift myself. I'm getting old, man. So this isn't going to be a whole lot more than I did this and put it together. I did that and put it together. Because I really don't feel like fucking with the camera. Because this is a pretty extensive project. I know what I'm doing. And I know when discretion is the better part of valor. And quite frankly, fucking around with the camera while I'm doing this is not something that I feel like doing. So I apologize for that. What's in the box? What's in the motherfucking box?